My name is James. I'm from Adelaide in South Australia and I farm cherries.
My name is Miriam. I'm from Switzerland and I work for a New Zealand merino brand.
I'm Simon and I'm from London and I do lots of different things, but partly I'm a doctor.
My name is Zeynep. I'm from Turkey and I kind of just quit, but I have been working in a teacher training school, yoga teacher training school, facilitating teacher training. With my practices, I came to a point where I was saying, where do I go from here? What do I do?
I really intensified my practice over the last year, and I think I could really see, or starting to see, the benefits of it.
A random class with Octavio, and it just completely blew my mind. And I'd never experienced anything like that, and I was just like, wow, this is really different, and this guy really knows what he's doing.
But then I attended a workshop with Octavio here, the healing power of prana, and I was like, okay, there's something here. Like, I want to learn, I want more of this.
My mum's going through a bit of a hard time at the moment, and I visited her out in Germany, and I did my first ever yoga class with her, and it was just such a now I'm going to get emotional because it was the nicest thing that I've ever done for her, and it's quite interesting because she took me to my first ever yoga class, and it just felt like such a caring thing to kind of give back to her, and really nourishing for both of us, and just really caring for her. And that made me go like, wow, yeah, I really think I need to learn to teach this stuff so I can share it with people.
I've been practicing yoga for about 2 years, and my partner is a yoga teacher and a yoga practitioner, and I became instantly interested in the philosophies that lead towards the practices that I was practicing at home. And so I started reading classic yogic texts and wanting deeper answers, but not being able to find the answers.
I have bad joints. My mum told me, go to yoga. And only over the last 2 years, also through my friend, who has been here and who had told me about it, and through being here and actually listening to some of the talks that Octavio gave here, I was like, oh my God, there's so much more.
Experiencing Octavio's teaching, because I think, that's probably the best guide of what the teacher training is going to be.
There wasn't a dilution in message in any of the online videos. It was simply, this practice is aiming to achieve this goal. Okay? And at the same time, there was, for me, a deep introduction of spirituality in a tangible, let's call it scientific fashion.
Thing was the workshop with Octavio, which again, he very generously, in a very systematized, very grounded way, offered a lot of amazing information, amazing practices to us.
Oh, so many things.
But it was something that Octavio said yesterday in class. It's like yoga is about teaching you that you're in control of your destiny.
You can make your sadhana fit into your life, or you can make your life fit into your sadhana, your practice. And I think the culmination of everything I learnt here is that to be thriving in this complex life that we live in the multiple roles, as I'm a parent, I'm a business owner, I'm a partner, I'm an employer. To be able to thrive, I need to be able to be grounded and to be balanced. And I also need to be able to take on challenges when they come and not be overwhelmed.
The connection to our breath.
I knew that we had a lot of potential and responsibility with each and every choice, each and every movement, breath we take. But it just firmed that understanding, the training firmed that understanding and gave us the tools to actually take responsibility and do something about it willingly, knowingly.
Is this part of the quiz? Part of the assessment?
Tradition is faith.
Sparking my curiosity as nothing has ever done before.
It is tried and verified and safe.
I guess the way that it spoke to me was that it's kind of a power source that we can tap into rather than kind of top-down dictation of what you should do. It's actually like an amazing resource that we'd be stupid not to use.
I was expecting to learn a lot. But there were also some other things that I wasn't expecting, like it's a big group, but I didn't feel like I would feel this welcome and this closely, warmly surrounded before I came here. It
just gets you to really look deep into yourself at things that you don't particularly want to look at in order to grow, and I could see that among everybody on the course, and it's just amazing to see people growing over such a short period of time.
On the first lecture, we looked at this huge piece of paper where all our teachers wrote parts of the tradition down, and we looked at this huge map to life. And it was mind-blowing and scary in a way. I think because I knew that this whole new door had just opened and everything would change once I stepped through.
Don't do it anywhere else. Come and do it at the practice.
do it.
I think the first thing is to watch and participate in a few of the videos and to see if you resonate with the classes online, and have a look at a couple of the teachers. Obviously Octavio and Karina are the two main teachers, but you know, there's all the rest of the teachers that are going to be teaching you. You need to make sure you resonate with them, but above the people, this is a philosophy and a lineage, so the teachers have their own energies, but they are not making up anything. They are providing traditional teachings that they have learnt and not adapted. They've just had a continuum in those teachers. So you're going to learn one very, very clear-cut way of doing things.
The things that we have been learning is so amazing, so useful, so on the right, precise path for someone who is seeking to deepen their practices, deepen their understanding of yoga.
And so quickly this became a space where I felt safe. Almost, yeah, within very few days. And I thought that was incredibly beautiful and just became more and more supportive.
But I would still ask for first what they want, why they want to do the training. And if the answer is like something on the path of understanding life and understanding oneself, being more aware, this is the place to be.
One thing that they make really clear on the training here is that this is just the beginning, it's not the end. And part of the kind of assessment is that we do a 40-day personal practice after the training. So I think that's really what's next, is completing that practicing every day for 40 days, and then for the rest of my life. And I think that's really the next step.
Yeah, I asked the same question to myself.
I'm very excited to go home, and I'm very excited to begin my 40-day sadhana, my 40-day personal practice. And my 40-day personal practice is aimed at really grounding me so that I can thrive in the world in which I'm returning to.
I have been a yoga teacher and I love teaching yoga classes, so I will definitely teach, but the way I teach will change a lot.
Keep learning, keep being a student. I want to pass it on.
And on the complete other side of the equation is I'm so excited to use all of the tools and my personal practice to come back to my 2 young children. I'm quite sure my parenting skills are going to be better just through awareness, but also to slowly introduce them to some of the gifts that I've been gifted.
So many things.
The same question to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually does.
Yeah, exactly.
Basta.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Namaste.